I probably going to mention that I've been interested in ecology for about 10 years, and as an artist, I also have political science. I was invited and took part at collaboration between UAL and UAL postgraduate community and WaterAid. WaterAid is international development organization which has 8 teams across the globe, and WaterAid the main 3 goals of they are clean water, good hygiene and decent toilets. But in general they work about these 37 countries, and they gave us opportunity to design and promote WaterAid challenge, which was to produce creative materials. And at the same time I took a part at the master classes which explained a bit more who they work, what they are, partners, and yeah. Yeah, and that was a book which I created in support of WaterAid, and I used a single piece of canvas to symbolize all waters of the earth as these defined repetitive cuts which symbolize, which reflects countries of the world. And this was the way how I thought that to connect us all and represent clean water as the most vital source of the earth. I am sorry. So during my research I had some issues, and the first idea I got inspiration from the phrase clean water, and I somehow wanted to unite all, because I think water is something that's, even our bodies major content is water. So the first I came up with numbers 7,106, which is living languages at the moment on the world, but that was a big number for me to work, and then I started to narrow it down. I came across to 193, 95, 197, which are different opinions about countries which are members of United Nations. So there are also 240 is the all recognized countries by United Nations. So finally I came up to the number 211, which is affiliations of FIFA. So and this is kind of, for me it was liberal perspective. So ambitious part, how to develop this, I came up with, during my creative process, I came up with ideas that another idea could be to develop civil drop of water, which would be, where I could use phrase clean water in English, tīrs ūdens, Latvian, or apă curată, Romanian, or čistая voda, Russian. Political drop of water is more provocative idea, because it could be interesting to see how many countries are interested to join the project in like dedicated to clean water, yes, but the drop maybe could be made out, or something could be made out of flags, which would make it colorful. Then I had an idea, of course, during my research, that there are a lot of celebrities who are involved in environmentalism, or they're connected, and the highlighted ones are the people who are actually connected with water. And yes, and there's also WaterAid celebrity supporters, and they also have friends. So another idea was a live drop of water, which could be made at the same time. It's hard to say how it's made and man, but it would be maybe performance or dance or figures. And Armani is one of the WaterAid's cooperative partners. He maybe could make costumes for them for reflect light. And yeah, and some other ideas as audio-visual drop of water, which could be maybe speakers and monitors and control panel, and you press a button and then this specific language or image does something. Yeah. And another idea from peers was that maybe we should make an exhibition where the main inspiration could be clean water. And yeah, and there's some other ideas like collecting data and maybe working with that, or samples of waters from different countries, and I don't know, maybe sculpture, and it might imitate something like Little Stonehenge or something like that. Yes, and then I came across different artists who have made works for connected to environment, but I picked up the ones who specifically are connected with water. This artist makes the ice books out of ice, and she plants seeds in them, and then she allows to ice melt down, which represents climate change, and at the same time this ice book prevents riverbanks from corrosion. This is very interesting. I think it's very interesting work because it's an artist who made it out of, digitally made it out of 50,000 plastic bags, which represents amount of plastic bags floating in the world's oceans. And then there is no detail. And this was artist which connects, he's also professor of science, and he extracts toxic waste out of river waters, and then from this extracted material he makes artwork. And some other artists, and I was very amazed about that project. Two artists who are scuba divers, and they submerge sculptures and installations into the water, and those sculptures or installations are made out of waste, from daily waste, like clothing or furniture, or there was even mentioned streamers, but I'm not really sure what this means. And some other artists who work with environment, but these are just mentioned. There are much more. There is an artist who supports marine animals because they have tendency to they eat plastic, and it causes them, like turtles, they actually can dive in when they eat plastic. The plastic keeps them on the surface. Yeah. So this project allowed me to understand that painting crosses different fields like activism, advertising, charities, medicine, politics, science, sports, and I also would mention ecology, as well as other art fields like dance and music, video, photography, and architecture, with the idea that visual art can have an agency or advocacy in order to provoke social or political awareness or change. And this shows sketch on the left-hand side and the layout of civil water drop. And I started to work on it, and this is a message, a call to raise awareness for a better future of human population. Thank you.